Awesome. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in for our session of Stories of Hope tonight. I am joined tonight by my co-host, Deborah Bradford, and our storytellers, Gloria Hare and Michelle Howell, and I am Sony Boiteaux. So I've been a Healthy Living affiliate with the Juice Plus Company, our sponsor this evening, since 2006. And I am so passionate about health and wellness. I've actually spent about 32 years working alongside of all kinds of physicians as a X-ray technologist, an MRI technologist. I've taught hundreds of students how to operate those kinds of equipment. And in my free time, I serve as a reviewer and editor for peer-reviewed journals. And I'd just like to share that so that you guys know a bit about my background and you know how much I value science and peer-reviewed research. So I also became a certified health coach in 2014 because while I know that the medical industry is amazing for supporting us in our health, I know that that's exactly what their role is. It's supportive. And, really a lot of what we are outsourcing to the medical industry could often be handled as an inside job. And so we're here tonight to empower you on that journey for yourself. And we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us tonight or to listen to the replay for these inspiring stories of hope. And I just wanted to bring this series together because I hear these stories day in, day out. They're like the water that I swim in, and they can even get to a point where they're ordinary to me. But the fact is that they are just absolutely extraordinary. So before we dive in, I want to get started by giving everyone just a little overview of what Juice Plus is. The Juice Plus Company is a $15 billion global health food company. And our products include our flagship Juice Plus Essentials line, which is what we're going to focus on tonight. So you see all of the different fruits and veggies and the oils that are in our omega blends pictured there behind me tonight. Our fruit, veggie, and berry blends alongside of that broad spectrum omega blend that contains the algae from the oils from 5 different seeds, and then also algae. And so that makes it broad spectrum and plant-based, so we don't have any fishy burps. And it means we get more than just omega-3. We get omega-3, omega-5, omega-6, omega-7, and omega-9. I didn't even know about all of those until I learned about those with our company. So I want to bring us back to our fruit, veggie, and berry blends. Think about taking all of these different kinds of produce, things that you probably can't even get at the grocery store. I don't know where I would even buy things like bilberries. I might get things like elderberries or black currants online, but again, just not something that I'm getting every day, okay? I'm also not eating things like prunes. Sometimes I'll eat beets, but not every day. Sometimes I'll eat kale, spinach, again, not every day, okay? So take all of those fruits, vegetables, berries, throw them into a big, giant industrial blender. Blend them up into a juice or a pulp, and then dry that out. And dry it out at a low temperature, okay? Why at a low temperature? Because that preserves all of the amazing, awesome essence of those fruits, veggies, and berries. So it's not just vitamins, it's not just minerals, it's all of those phytonutrients, tens of thousands of plant nutrients, and the active enzymes. So that sets Juice Plus apart. So we take those powders after they've dried out, and we put those powders into either a capsule or a soft chewable. And this was really the origin of superfoods. It provides us with a huge variety of produce. It floods our body with all of that nutritional essence. And some of these things, again, you can't even get them at the grocery store. So tonight, again, I'm joined with my co-host, Deborah Bradford, our storytellers, Gloria Hare and Michelle Howell. I want to give you a little bit of background on each of them. And then I'll definitely want to hear from Deborah a bit, and then we'll ask some questions with our storytellers. So Deborah has a background. She's been a Healthy Living affiliate with the Juice Plus Company since 2014. She is my buddy in this business, and I absolutely love linking arms with her and reaching so many people to inspire healthy living together. She's got a background as a parent educator. She owns a professional organizing business. Y'all, you will not believe how active this woman is. And she gives me permission to share this. She is 72 and takes no medications. I am so, so grateful to have her join us. And I know we're all excited to hear more from her tonight. Also, Gloria Hare is with us. She is wife to Michael. Let me pin Gloria so you can see her. Where'd it go? Here we go. Spotlight Gloria. All right, there you are. So she's a wife to Michael, and they've got two grown and flown kiddos, Kimberly and Tyler. She is from Kansas. She went to University of Kansas in Lawrence, where she grew up. And she got both her bachelor's degree and her master's degree there. She was an elementary school teacher for 30 years, started out in Kansas and then moved out to New Mexico, where she lives now. She is passionate about helping students of all ages learn how to read. And that even had her recognized as who's who among America's teachers. She's also taught for 5 years at San Juan College in Farmington, New Mexico, and was recognized there for teaching excellence as well. And she became a Healthy Living affiliate with the Juice Plus Company in 2007. And her team propelled her to our top level national marketing director in December 2021. We are truly, truly blessed to have her here with us tonight to share her story. And then let me pin and spotlight our other storyteller, Miss Michelle Howell, Army, right? I don't want to get that wrong. You're an Army wife.
Air Force.
Oh, shoot. I thought I knew. That's a big, no, it's not. But anyhow, she has traveled the globe, and she is traveled the globe with this mission to inspire healthy living. She has such a passion to help struggling families simplify their nutrition and take charge of their health. She's also an amazing athlete. She's wrapping up this year's season of rowing with her crew. They've been putting her in the hot seat more and more because she's just that powerful leader. So I love having all of you here with us tonight. Deborah Bradford, I want to kick it over to you for a moment. Tell us some more. What did I leave out?
Thanks so much, Sony. Hi, everyone. So, in addition to all of those wonderfully flattering things that Sony said about me, I also owned 2 yoga studios and am an Iyengar yoga teacher. And have been recovering from a hiking fall where I broke my tibia, a bone in my arm, and then fell again and broke my hip. And as she said, I'm on no medication. I don't take any pain meds because I eat the essentials of Juice Plus every day and have been since 2014. I also grow my own food, and I'm passionate about helping people grow their own food at home through our Tower Garden product, and am really enjoying helping schools develop their culinary programs, whether high school, junior high, or even as young as preschool. And I have new schools where I'm providing those vertical garden systems for them. We are now a 3-generation Juice Plus family. My niece, who I raised as my own daughter, and her 2 little ones, 7.5 and 2.5 weeks old, are all also seasoned Juice Plus eaters. So that's really it about me. I love being able to share Juice Plus just as I'm doing my life. And whether it's clients in my organizing business or someone I'm helping move and get settled in to their place in our packing division, or even guests in my Airbnb. So that's really enough about me. Let's hear from our next speaker.
Thanks, Deborah. Wow, that is so amazing. I just love, you mentioned your packing division of your business. And like I say, the energy that this woman has, y'all know how much we all dread moving. She helps people move. Like, she is such a godsend. She's helped me move a couple of times, and I can't say enough. So, all right, let's move on to our first question for Gloria. So we're going to spotlight Gloria here. Gloria, tell us, how did you learn about Juice Plus, and what made you realize that it was something you wanted for yourself and your family?
Okay, thank you, Sony, and thank you for that nice introduction. I'm going to begin back in the early 70s when my awareness of what I thought was good nutrition started with my little second graders, and knowing that it played that vital role in their ability to concentrate and excel in my classroom. So these little learners followed my guidelines where they were allowed all nutritious options for our mid-morning snack. However, having been into sports all my life, even a college athlete at Kansas University as a Jayhawk, I did not realize the full extent of what being healthy really meant. So after all, I was teaching my kids from the government pyramid guidelines, and it was sponsored by the American Dairy Council way back then. So that probably tells you a lot right there. Even though I emphasize nutritious options for my students, I would indulge in all sorts of foods, including the irresistible allure of those fast food restaurants that sprouted up during my generation. Being slim did not mean I was healthy. As I realized later, Dr. Joseph Pohl put it this way: you cannot out-exercise a poor diet. You cannot out-medicate a poor diet. I love that. As I got older, I started taking all sorts of vitamin supplements, but I really saw no improvement with my extreme fatigue. I could hardly make the 25-minute drive home after a teaching day, so I had to stop at a gas station to close my eyes and catch a quick nap, to only continue that nap for several hours when I would finally get home. In 2007, I became a part of a ministry at my church with none other than Stacy Turner. Stacy invited me to hear tips on health. She's one of the best, but I was actually too tired and I was not planning to attend. I thought this was juice, which I really wasn't interested in. I was sure I knew all the basics about food anyway, right? Hydrogenated oils, bad sugars, too many sugars, GMO foods, unhealthy oils and ingredients, all that stuff. So what else was there to know? But Stacy called me that day to make sure I was going. I couldn't say no, so what happened? What a game changer that event was. I was really intrigued by what I learned, and I dove headfirst into the world of Juice Plus. Within a few weeks, I called Stacy because I realized I no longer needed those 2-hour naps and asked her, could this really be Juice Plus? No vitamins ever gave me any help with my fatigue like this, and therefore more hours to speak, so to speak, in my day to enjoy life. Of course, my body now had a link to nutrition that could help heal all the oxidation that goes on in our bodies every day. It gave me that feeling of energy. This all made sense because it was food, and it is food in a capsule. And I knew my family and everyone needed this powdered produce every single day. That's how I got started.
Absolutely amazing. I love how you brought that from the classroom into your home, and just seeing benefit with that nutrition in every aspect. Incredible. Michelle, how about you? How did you learn about Juice Plus? Why did you decide that it was good for you and your family?
So actually I was pregnant with my first baby, who is 18 now. I can't believe I have an adult child. It's complete craziness. I thought I was very healthy at the time, but my very best friend in the whole world that I've known since I was 12 years old shared Juice Plus with me, and it made so much sense because, like I said, I thought I was healthy. I was thin. I never struggled with my weight, and I got pregnant like immediately when we started trying to have a baby. So I thought I was doing great. And I wasn't concerned with my own health, but I knew I wanted to do everything I possibly could to set this baby up for success. And it turns out that I was actually a disaster. I wasn't healthy. Now that I know what healthy actually looks like and feels like, I know that I was not healthy at all. And our son, I was in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy when I learned about Juice Plus, because that's when my friend learned about it. She told me right away because she's a good friend. And he was born, unfortunately, with everything that my husband and I had combined. Asthma, allergies, eczema, asthma. I mean, this poor kid, we spent a lot of time in the hospital with him when he was a baby. He almost had to get tubes in his ears, all that kind of stuff. And then we kept taking our Juice Plus. I was feeding it to him. The doctor once told us that if he had one more ear infection, they would need to put tubes in his ears. And I got so scared, and I called my friend, and she said, instead of him just getting it in your breast milk, open up the capsules in his food. And he's never had another ear infection again. And then 2 years later, I got pregnant with my second baby. And this girl, so I had this nutrition in my body for 2 years before I even got pregnant with her. And she, I think, has had 3 fevers in her life. She's 15. The girl never gets sick. She's not allergic to anything. Like, it's absolutely amazing how healthy she eats everything. She picks a salad off the Tower Garden and packs it in her lunch on her own. I don't tell her to do that. That's what she wants. And I make like pasta with greens and stuff in it. And she's like, what, why isn't there more in here? And I'm just so grateful that I've been able to give them this nutrition, this, safety net of nutrition. So back to myself. Like I said, I thought I was healthy, and then I had a baby, and I was nursing a baby, and then I had another baby, and I was nursing another baby. And oh, my husband's in the Air Force, and we moved to a different house. And so, when you're a mom, you don't get to focus on yourself. And we had 2 mortgages. And so I stopped taking my Juice Plus. And that is when I realized I got a sinus infection, and realized I used to get 5 or 6 of these a year, and I haven't had one in almost 3 years. So that's when I was super excited about my Juice Plus. So we don't have antibiotics anymore. We're not getting those kinds of things. I have so much energy now. Like, I can't even tell you how much energy. I feel like I'm the youngest person here, but I am dangerously close to 50 years old. And at this age is when I decided to start rowing. I've only been rowing for 2 years, and it is just the best sport. And it's inspired by my son, the one with the asthma and all the things. He is going to be going rowing in college, and he's the captain of his team in high school. And I mean, between my kids, they've played all the sports. They're both rowers now. And I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling now, but I get so excited about Juice Plus. And the bottom line is that almost 50, I feel way better than I ever did in my 20s. And I'm so grateful for that.
Love that rambling, Michelle. Incredible stories from both of you. And Deborah as well. Yeah, I cannot believe right, Zena, you say she look under 40. I agree. I had no idea you were that close to 50, Michelle. Wow. All right. So let's shift gears, and I want to hear what inspires you to share Juice Plus with others. Why did you decide to become a Healthy Living affiliate? So who wants to take that first? Deborah, Gloria, Michelle? Deborah's got her hand up. Go for it.
I have always been a proponent of either owning my own business or multiple streams of income. I grew up with a mom who was in a direct selling business. In addition to being an at-home mom, she always had a business. So the context of owning your own business I was already sold. what really had me begin to share Juice Plus is the quality of the production.
Oh, Deborah, you froze. Let's see if maybe you come back. Well, shoot. Michelle, let's take it over to you.
Hopefully you come back, Deborah. I was really interested in what you were saying. As you can tell, once I realized what Juice Plus was doing, I was very excited about it, and I was not going to be able to keep that to myself. And as I said, we moved from, my husband was just retired last month from 28 years in the Air Force. And we had 2 mortgages and 1 income because we moved and we needed money. And as I said, I was very excited about Juice Plus. And so when I realized that I could get paid for telling people what I was already going to tell them anyway, it really made sense to me. And you know, my degree, my background was in graphic design, and that was really challenging as a military spouse because every time we moved, I had to start at the bottom, and we've moved a few times. And so this, you know, it just, when I learned that I could do something that was for me, that perhaps I wouldn't have to start over every time we moved, and I could generate an income for our family anywhere that the Air Force sent us, that just really made sense to me. And then on top of that, if my kids didn't have to go to daycare and I could actually be home with them and go on all the field trips and all of that, that even was more exciting. And that is what happened. You know, I have been a stay-at-home mom with a paycheck for almost 15 years. And now that my husband is retired, that really just gives us options. But what really I didn't know I was going to get out of this, besides financial gain, was the fact that you know, I had a career and I was excited about that, and I really liked what I did. And being with the military, it was hard. I wasn't able to continue that in the way that I wanted to. And so I felt like I wasn't contributing, and I didn't have something that really filled me up, and then I got to put something good out into the world with. I mean, I love my children, but that just wasn't enough. It wasn't fulfilling to me to just be a stay-at-home mom. And so this really gave me something that was for me, that I got to help people. I got to be a part of this just amazing community. Like, I forget that this is not the normal, that we are in a community where women build each other up instead of trying to tear each other down. Like, we just support each other and love each other. And I know that's not normal, but I forget because we live in this bubble. And I love these ladies, Sony and Gloria, and I'm sure, Deborah, when I see you next time too, I didn't know you before, but we just went to Charlotte, and I just can give you guys hugs, and I get so excited, even though we live all across the country from each other. So there's been so many blessings and benefits and time that I've got to spend with my family that I never knew this was going to give to me. So what I was expecting from this and what I got out of it, I've gotten so much more, and I'm so grateful for it.
Blessings and benefits, and that you've gotten so much more than you expected. How phenomenal.
Absolutely.
All right. Looks like Deborah's back. So we got to where you were saying you love the quality. Do you want to come off mute there?
Yeah. The quality of the products, you know, how the foods are grown and harvested and then gently and thoughtfully processed, really turned my head, because I've been a nutrition nerd since I was a teenager. And then the people in this company, in fact, I asked Sony in late 2013, tell me about the people. You know, I really wanted to know that this company had real heartfelt people, and I certainly found that. And then it was easy for me to share. So
Yeah.
thanks.
So the quality of our products and the quality of our people. Yes, this community is second to none. And Gloria, how about you? What inspired you to become a Healthy Living affiliate?
Okay, I'm going to the second part of your question, and this has to do with second chances. And many people know my story, but I'll weave that in here. For 14 and a half years, everything was going great. I didn't have the laryngitis, bronchitis, strep throat, things that I would get at least one time each year. But in December 2021, I was faced with a huge fight, actually, for my life. Never once did it cross my mind that part of my story would involve battling death, but it did. It became the time of my battleground, as like many at that time, I was dealing with what doctors called severe COVID pneumonia that almost took my life. Never have I felt more helpless, as my body was ravaged with sick cells. It was suggested that I go on a ventilator, and I did not want to go on a ventilator. I know most did not make it past about 15 or so days. But before I knew it, I was sedated and put on the ventilator anyway, and for nearly 60 days. I was intubated and a tracheotomy was performed. I know my body was inundated with all sorts of medications, x-rays, and all of that, which I had none before I got on. Before all of this happened, I was on nothing, and except Juice Plus, of course. The doctors did not give me much of a chance to live. In fact, my chances of survival were minimal at best. Because of my incredible teammates praying and reaching out to Dr. David Phillips, I was finally able to get Juice Plus into my feeding tube. That was the beginning of my journey to healing my body. God blessed me with this Juice Plus gift over 16 years ago. And so it became a part of my healing, as it has been through the years. I've always believed in the healing that can take place from so much nutrition in our bodies, and that is what inspired me to share with others throughout all of these years. Though devastating as my experience has been in taking a huge hit on my body, I'm still standing, praising God and all of my amazing teammates and prayer warriors who saw me through one of the worst struggles in my life. My question: who lives that long, intubated and on a ventilator? A miracle? Yes. Against all odds, I've been given a second chance, and I am blessed. I'm inspired always to share Juice Plus with others because of what I know, what it has done for my body, even preparing before my health crisis by doing what Dr. Bill Sears calls preloading, which I did before this horrific experience. I battled death, and God came through in the darkest moments in my life and has a different plan for me, has and had. He's not finished with me yet. He has given me passion and purpose with my Juice Plus team. So how can I not share this incredible gift with everyone? Thank you, Sony.
Just incredible. Gloria, thank you for being here with us and sharing that story so vulnerably and openly. I can't agree with you more. How could we not share, right? Once you know what is available from it's these magic little capsules, not magic. They're just filled with amazing goodness. And so, yes, thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Michelle. Amazing. I love that you are taking on rowing here in this season of life. And I love seeing what Deborah's up to with her niece and her grandniece and nephew. Just those beautiful Juice Plus babies are just absolutely gorgeous. So thank you all for tuning in. Those are our stories for tonight. And most of all, thank you all for being with us. Remember, there are multiple peer-reviewed studies that back up everything that we have shared tonight, as well as these being our personal experiences. Whomever invited you tonight, please get back with them. I know they want to talk with you more and answer any questions that you may have. And our next session, we do this once a month, the first Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. Central Time. So we'll be back December 5th. And we'll be inspiring folks to get healthier. If you have not started on Juice Plus yet, please, we encourage you to do so and consider this your invitation to do that. And if you have any questions, I'm going to stop the recording and you guys can ask questions. Give me 1 second.